yeah. Thank you. Well, good morning, bro.
Morning, man. Morning.
Good morning. It's been a hectic morning, huh?
For sure, man. Long drive, for sure, man.
Long drive. So we out here in LA right now. I believe
Yep.
we're in the Arts District.
Okay.
And it's around 10:30.
Yeah.
And you had a good drive this morning, right?
Yeah, it's pretty smooth, man. No traffic. It was cool. But going back, I could see all those cars, man.
The traffic was
bro.
going north or going.
Yeah.
So where were you coming from?
I'm coming from the field, man. Bakersfield, 661. I mean, I got a rep.
The
Rep my
field?
city,
Is
yeah.
that like the nickname kind of for it?
Yeah. We call it the field because Bakersfield, so field, you know what I mean?
How
We don't wanna call it
long
Bakers.
have you been there for?
Well, so I moved here to America when I was 9, so that was 20 years ago. And I came straight from Bakersfield, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, straight to Bakersfield.
And where were you born originally?
I was in the Philippines, Manila.
The Philippines.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
Filipino, yeah, island boy, you heard?
Damn. So you lived in Manila for 9 years.
9 years, yeah.
Then moved out here.
Yeah.
Why did your family decide to move to California, Bakersfield of all places?
I know, dude. I don't know. I ask them the same question all the time, anyways. But it's a good city. It's good if it's like you're 21 and up for sure. That's when you can do whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, no, we moved out here because like our family was out here. You know what I mean? Like on my dad's side, majority of them are from here. So.
Okay.
Just migrated out here.
So you already had like roots out here.
Yeah.
And decided to come out. How was that transition when you're 9 years old? Like,
oh man, it was cool. It was cool. It's strange because we went to a Denny's, the first spot, and I've never seen so many white people, man. No offense, but I was like, whoa, But I mean, that's how it is. You know what I mean? It's a culture shock for sure. But I mean, obviously I'm used to it now, and then I got cultured to whatever I am today. So
yeah,
so it is. Yeah.
Okay, so the first place you ever hit was a Denny's. That was your introduction to American cuisine. That's fire. I like Denny's. There's one in Newbury Park, right? Shout out the Newbury Park Denny's. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So when you were in Manila,
Yep.
what kind of music were you into? Like this would have been like in the 90s, I guess. Right?
Yeah, 90s. I was born in 93. It's just whatever my parents listened to. Like my dad is like, he likes Kool and the Gang, Temptations, stuff like that. You mean like old shit. And so I kind of gravitated towards that. But, like me coming here to America, I wasn't allowed to listen to like rock, like, anything that, probably. Like I can't listen to rap because it's like devilish or whatever, like spin the record backwards type. But I mean, like now they love it, they got their full support and, just it's all love, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
cool.
So when you transitioned here, there was kind of like a blockade that your parents put, or just like that sheltering, trying to protect you from like the evil American ways.
Yeah. I mean, because they're Catholic, you know what I mean? So they're very like stern with like, oh man, you're gonna marry a Filipina and all this, whatever. But now I'm like, everybody's diverse, so I'm going with everything, you know what I mean? So whatever I bring home is how it is.
Do you feel like your parents have kind of like been a little more open-minded now that they've been here for 20 years?
Yeah. Very open-minded. I mean, my dad, he's not so much, but I mean, he's old school, so that's just how he is. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dad. Love you.
Shout out to Dad. Mr. Flip.
Love you, man.
Mr. Flip.
Love you.
So I want to kind of get into when you originally first started to even try to make music yourself. Like, what age were you?
I always used to like write poetry just to my mom. You know what I mean? Like, it's my, love that woman. So just to her, and then like to like any like girls that I would like try to fuck with, like I'd write him some. But then I didn't take it serious till 2018 when I met my boy Javin. He's my FOE brother, So we started taking it serious.
FOE?
FOE, yeah. FOE is a brotherhood, man. It's a family over everything. We stand by it. We got it blasted on us. I gotta get it redone, but yeah, family over everything, man. But yeah, I didn't take it serious till 2018. You know what I mean?
Till 2018. So what was that moment that like you think you started taking it serious? Was it like getting into a studio, starting to record?
Yeah. We went to like shout out Marve too, but his studio is a little janky. It's all good, but that was my first ever studio, and my boy's a freestyler, so he just wanted to come, just check out the vibe. And then when he saw that I was taking it serious, that's when, kind of took off. He was like, oh, okay, so he's really with it. So we co-founded the music part, because the FOE is the brotherhood that he's had for years, and the music aspect of it, that's when me and him got together.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And he still makes music? And
yeah, he makes music. Yeah, there's 4 of us that do music. It's me, so Flip, Maverick, JRC, and Tycoon. So shout out to my brothers, man. It's all them.
And is this all like a Bakersfield collective?
Yeah.
All Bakersfield.
Yeah,
661.
661, baby. Heavy set. You're.
So what about like Bakersfield? Like that's something, you're the first person in underground history that we've ever had from Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Interestingly though, you're actually our second person from the Philippines.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember I seen the.
Marie Flows.
Yeah,
She's from the Philippines.
Hard.
And now she lives out in like Santa Maria.
Oh, okay.
So she's kind of like in that Central Coast area on our 5th one.
Sure.
But our first person from Bakersfield, like that's something that I really was excited about because I love when we just kind of break into a new area.
Right,
you know, it's like I've done enough Oxnard stuff.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Like shout out Oxnard, love Oxnard. But like it's cool to experience kind of like a new place, especially a place that's close to, it's drivable.
Yeah. A couple hours, not bad.
So like, what can you tell me about this Bakersfield scene? Are there a lot of people making music?
Yeah, you know, so when I first got into the music scene, I thought I was gonna be like the only one. There's like maybe 1 or 2, and then when my foot was on the door, I did my first open, and then I just noticed like everybody was like flooding out. You know, like that's been in the game for years. Like they've been doing it for a long time or whatever it was. But we have a lot of like big names in there right now. One of them just got verified. Shout out Joe Maynor.
Joe Maynor?
Joe Maynor, yeah, he's a big boy out there.
Shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe.
Yeah, shout out Joe.
Videos.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he just messaged me saying he wants me to be exclusive for his new EP.
Oh man, yeah.
Damn,
that's
it's a
my boy
small
right
world,
there.
He's
Yeah.
a nice guy too. He has
Yeah.
a great smile.
Humble dude, yeah,
personality.
hell yeah. I got a couple songs with Joe, so shout out Joe. You know what I mean? That's in the works right now. I'm trying to work on an album, so trying to get it right. You know what I mean?
Is he a Bakersfield guy?
Bakersfield guy, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is like a lot of traction out there. you think,
Yeah.
like-
I mean, like that I know of now. You know what I mean? Because like back then I didn't know for sure. Because I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna be making music just for my city. But like stepping into the scene, bro, that's everybody's out there. You know, like everybody's making music. Even at my job, you know, like people like showing me mixtapes or whatever, because they heard my name or whatever it was. But yeah, it's a cool vibe, man.
Are there a lot of shows and stuff? Like a lot of events?
Yeah. So I was just talking to my boy. He's a barber. He's part of FOV too, but he does videography and all this, whatever. But he has a MacG day. We do them annually, and then the Field Boys they host like a good amount. They do one every month. So we've been doing shows for them, and then there's like bars downtown that will hold them. You know what I mean? Like,
In like downtown Bakersfield?
yeah, downtown Bakersfield. Yeah, and it's weird because like I went to downtown Slow when I did the that event, and it looks like Bakersfield, like the downtown that we have. So it just makes me think like every downtown is the same. You know what I mean? Like the scene, the people. You know, not the people, but it's just same vibe. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
What do you think of downtown LA? Like, do people from Bakersfield come to LA a lot?
Bro. Yeah.
It's technically it's not LA County though.
No.
It's San Bernardino County.
It's it's Kern.
Oh, it's Kern County.
Yeah, Kern County. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, we gravitate over here too sometimes. I like to go out here. I like to go to the beach. I mean, I surf and all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Like in season, yeah. And then like, I'm supposed to go to Mammoth this time around, but I mean, you know, everybody's flaking out. It's all good. Love you guys.
We gotta do like we gotta get together in like a underground ski trip.
Oh man, that'll be fun right there.
That would be fun.
cool.
Or like for some reason I've always thought of like an underground like Mexico trip or something.
Ooh,
Wouldn't that be sick?
hell yeah. I've seen those people that like they shake your head and shit when you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something like that. But.
Dude, so what kind of stuff like outside of music are you into? Like, what are you typically doing like on just a regular day? Like, take me through a day of yours.
A day of me? A day of flip.
A day of flip.
Man. So like because I do have a 9 to 5. Like I work in the oil field, so like I do that just to get my bread up, pay my rent, all this, whatever.
So you work in oil fields?
Yeah, the oil fields. Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
Like it's like a you see those units that like pump.
Okay,
You know
those
what I mean,
kind of
when you see 'em around?
crane looking.
Yeah.
like-
Those are wells, so they're pumping oil from the ground and shit. So I do the chemical side from that. I mean, like I do the repairs or whatever. You know what I mean? So.
Wow, how long you been doing that for?
With that company, it's been 2 years, and then I used to work at DTE, and then before that, I was like warehouse joint.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be doing that stuff, and then but yeah, so majority of the time I'm like a homebody. Like I'll be at home, chilling in my apartment, write music or whatever. Like I have like projects coming up, and then like weekends I'll go out with my friends and shit. You know what I mean? My FOE brothers. We'll go to like the club or get some drinks. You know what I mean? Loosen up a little bit. You know how it is.
Like a Bakersfield nightlife.
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
a good Bakersfield nightlife?
Yeah. There's a couple clubs. There's one called Bricks Lounge. Shout out Bricks. Love you guys. Sajin, love you. But yeah, that's a good spot. There's a downtown is pretty cool. It's pretty active. A lot of heads out there. You know what I mean? But
Bakersfield is like that's something that there's another person that I met recently from Victorville.
Oh, Victorville.
Like that's not, I know it's not really right next to Bakersfield, but it's
That's
like
40 minutes away.
40 minutes away.
Yeah.
And like I always just thought, from growing up in like Thousand Oaks, Newberry Park, I just think like, oh, desert, like there's not much going on. But everyone like you and the person I know from Victorville says that it is pretty popping out there.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, I mean, that's the first initial thought. Like when you get out to Bakersfield, it's like farms and like
just
desert,
like,
you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
just dirt, that yellow
like dirty shit.
dirt.
Yeah, no, it's, yeah, but like when you get there, it's like, you know, like buildings and whatever. Like,
and
it's
there's a like Cal State Bakersfield.
Yeah, CSUB, yeah, that I never set foot into.
Did you go to college?
I didn't go to college, man. After high school, that was it. It's a wrap. I'm not very good in school, so
nah,
man.
I bet you'd be good at writing. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, it's funny. I failed my English class, so shout out Miss Lap.
Why'd you fail me? Why do you think you were like not a great student? I guess
I was an all right student. I was a good kid. Well, for the most part, but just the work, you know what I mean? Like there was too much into that. That's why I'm not a writer. I mean, I do write my own stuff, but you know, that's on a computer. That's different. But like, you can see my handwriting is shot out. You know, so.
I'm gonna check that form.
I know. That's why I was gonna ask you that too. I was like, man, I don't know if you want me to writing on this. I'll type it out for you, but you know.
Dude, so I wanted to, like, something that was really interesting to me is just like, at least when I first met you, I was not expecting you to make the kind of music that you make. Like,
right.
And you make a good variety of music too.
Yeah.
And like somebody that I just wanted to throw this at you that I thought that I assume that you're a big fan of.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Are
you a big fan of Juice WRLD?
I like Juice WRLD. I'm actually like Bay driven. You know what I mean? I do a lot of. I'm trying to like expand my sound, see what I could do, and I'm trying to experiment and all this, whatever. That's why I did Too Late with my boy Maverick. So that was the kind of sound that you're talking about.
That's exactly like the second I heard that, I'm like, damn, this is like
it's really hurting. That's like,
oh my god, it's really hurting.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's you on that hook.
That was me on the hook, and I did the first verse on that, and then he did the rapping part. I told him to kind of match the energy, but he killed it. You know what I mean? Like he did the rap.
It was perfect.
Oh man, he's.
It reminded me of just like a good like 2011 vibe.
Yeah,
you know
that's what people tell me too. They're like, hey man, that shit was like throwback, and I was like, I just did that yesterday. You know what I mean? But that's the vibe I get from people and shit. But I do like a lot of like upbeat stuff. Like I do Barrier stuff a lot. You know what I mean? I like to party. So
like Dummy is a great party song.
Appreciate you, man. That's the one people know me from like a lot. Like they like, oh hey Dummy, and I'm like, pretty smart, but thank you. You know what I mean? But no. But yeah, that's the song. It's Dummy's out now. It's on Spotify, so all platforms. Check it out.
So when you're making a song like Too Late, a very melodic, that's the Juice WRLD. It, to me, a very Juice WRLD type song.
Yeah.
Versus Dummy, a very party lit party anthem type vibe.
Yeah.
What is your mindset? How do your mindsets differ between those two songs? Like when you're in the studio or when you're writing it?
Yeah. So like. With Too Late, it was my writing process is very like if I get beats sent to me, so whatever mood I'm feeling, and then I find that beat for it, then that's like it'll just come out, you know. So like I did Toxic in like 20 minutes, damn near, 20-30 minutes. Too Late was pretty fast too. Like the turnaround is pretty fast, just cause like I feel them, you know, like if I feel that shit. And then Dummy was a whole process because I really want it to sound like, you know, like a party. You know what I mean?
Like a calculated song.
Yeah, like you know, it's not super precise, but like, you know, it's getting there. It's like one of my older ones, but I really wanted it to sound crisp, you know what I mean? So shout out to Zoe, that's my engineer right there.
So do you use him for all your stuff? Like, so you say you get beats from online sent to you.
Yeah. So my Instagram is it's a business profile. So people hit me up on my emails. They send me like a bunch of beats, like, hey, use this, and then like if you get big, use my name, because you use my beat. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fair trade, So I get a free beat, they get a free shout out. So Pasta. Shout out Pasta.
That's fire.
Yeah, download
shout out
too.
Pasta. Got the Underground Mag shout out.
Yeah, there you go, man. We're gonna get big, bro.
And so your boy Zoe is your go-to engineer.
Yeah. He's the one I've been going to the most. Like we have, I go to two of them, but Zoe is the main one that I go to. So Nate is the first one. He's the one that Joe goes to, Joe Maynor. And then that's also his manager. And then, I go through Zoe, Alonzo.
Okay.
Mixed by Yat.
Now, looking on your Spotify, and maybe I couldn't find it right, but it looks like you didn't drop in 2022, right?
No.
So where are you at in your career right now? Like, why haven't you dropped? Is it a hesitation thing? Are you waiting for something?
Yeah, so a lot of it has it's like mental stuff. Like I gotta like collect myself. Mental health is important. So I gotta take a step back a little bit, get my funds in order, and then because like this year, like I did like a big move. Like I moved to my apartment. You know what I mean? So I had to get all that situated out, and then like I've been writing for this whole year pretty much. I got songs stacked right now, and then I recorded some of them, but I'm trying to find like the right sounds because I'm trying to release an album. And I know like I've been saying it ever since I started this music stuff that I was gonna put an album out, and I'm sorry y'all, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's just how it is, like I'm sure like all the artists can understand that, like you come first, you know what I mean? Because without you, you're not gonna have good content out if you're not in a good headspace. So that's just how I see it. And but yeah, right now I'm just I've been writing, I've been recording, and then I'm trying to push that album out, you know what I mean, as early as next year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 4 songs on there, so I need like 7 more. You know what I mean? Trying to get a good catalog for everybody.
Do you like to for this album? Do you envision people hopping on it, like features?
Yeah. So I got a couple of them already. So of course my FOE brothers are on there. Joe Maynor, he's on one of them. I got somebody from Vegas, so shout out Joey Taps. I got who was it? I got people from San Diego, so shout out Dice and 7Gen, all them. Yeah, so I got them.
Okay, a diverse crowd in terms of locations and
for
stuff.
sure. Yeah,
that's what I like. I like when artists have different, cities represented in the album, in the project. You know, do you have a name for this album in your head yet?
Oh man, no, I don't. It's in the works though, so I don't know. I like the beach, so it might be Beach Bum, but I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know yet.
So, what about in terms of? I just like the fact that you're from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Do you ever envision yourself going back there and doing any music stuff there? Is that like a dream or a goal that you have at all?
That'll be cool. I mean, they'll understand it because they speak English too. So I'm not sure if they could understand my lingos or because if I kind of rap pretty fast sometimes. So if I say shit too fast, they might not catch it. But if they fuck with the beat and the rhythm moves them, then that's cool. You know what I mean? That's love. I'd love to go back. I haven't been back since 2012.
Since 2012?
Yeah, that was my senior year right there of high school. Fuck.
What do you like going back there? Like last time?
The last time I went?
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool. It's cheap.
It's cheap.
Cheap out there.
Like the food and everything is cheap out there.
Man, I'll be a rich man if I go there now. You know what I mean? But
what's the most fire Filipino thing to eat?
Oh, don't do this.
I don't feel like I feel like I'm so uncultured.
No.
What is Filipino? What is a popular Filipino food?
It's sinigang, adobo. You know what I mean? A lot of people know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Adobo, kare-kare, sisig, pancit, lumpias, all that. Those are fire right there. I'm hungry now, bro.
Is there fire Filipino spots out in Bakersfield?
Yeah, there's a couple. There's Ralene's and Magat. Those are the only 2, and then there's a pop-up one. It's called Umaga Cafe. So
Umaga Cafe.
yeah, it means morning. Umaga. So yeah, good morning.
So how many languages do you speak? 2?
I speak 2, and then I know a little bit of Spanish just because we hail from Spain. So, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So people in the Philippines sometimes like it's common to speak Spanish as well.
Yeah, there's a part in the Philippines where it's just all Spanish speaking.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wish that's where I grew up, just so that I'll be like trilingual. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to speak Spanish too. But it is what it is. It's all good. At least I can speak 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I only speak 1.
Hey, it's all good, bro. 1, 2. That's it. All you need.
Dude, so we're here now on the photo shoot day, right?
Yeah.
This is our media day.
This is it.
And you got to meet Aaron, California, which is
man.
dope.
It's the homie
Did you guys
guy.
meet each other at the milk room?
We didn't. I don't.
No?
No, yeah, we were just talking about it, and we didn't cross paths. Nothing. I don't remember. I
That's
would
funny.
have remembered.
I bet you I got a photo of you guys like standing next to
Oh
each
man,
other.
that would have been cool, man. That would have been dope as fuck.
What did you think of that milk room show? That was your first ever underground.
yeah,
That's where
yeah.
we met. That was the first ever.
I told you I was gonna
experience.
show up, man. I told you. I'm a man of my word. But yeah, everybody was cool, man. It was a vibe, and you guys are good people. So you know, shout out to Underground, man. Shout out to Drew and Poff, man. You guys are good people, for real.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
What was it what you expected when you pulled up? Like, had you ever been to San Luis Obispo before?
Yeah, I've been to Slow before. I was there actually like 3 weeks before that. You know, because I
Okay.
was in that same area. I was partying. But when the milk room, that shit was, it was a whole vibe, bro. Like I didn't know it was like a clothing spot until I got
Okay.
there. You know what I mean? But everything was cool, man. The vibe was dope. All the artists killed it.
It was dope. That was my
Killed it.
honestly that was my favorite of the 3 shows. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like I just love going up to the Central Coast. Like
Yeah.
I never really went up there at all before I started doing
Right.
underground stuff.
Mhm.
Like I'd been to one of my homies went to Cal Poly Slow.
Okay.
So I'd been there a couple times.
Yeah.
But that was my first time ever like or like my first time really going up there regularly was
Yeah,
for
yeah.
underground stuff.
Yeah, it was a dope show, man.
It was fun. I
Yeah,
appreciate
shout out to you
it.
guys, man. That was a good show.
Thank you, bro.
Sure.
Well, fuck, we just getting started for you today, bro.
Oh,
we got
man.
a bunch of stuff coming
Yeah,
up, photo-wise and
Yeah.
stuff. What are you excited about for the magazine and anything you want to leave the underground people with
Man.
as we wrap this up?
Leave you guys with? I just want to say, man, just watch out for Bakersfield because we're on the come up, bro. And shout out to Joe, man, because he's really putting the name on the city. And then you never know, man. Flip might be up there next. You know what I mean?
Do you go just by Flip or do you go by
Yeah,
Flip
Flip.
for real? Or is
No,
that just
Flip
the
for real
Instagram
is
handle?
my handle on my Instagram because FOE is, you know, so Flip for real. So like my real Instagram, but yeah, FOE, that's where it's at. You know?
Okay,
But I do
gotcha.
go by Flip only. Just
Flip only,
yeah.
even in your personal life?
I mean, I go by my government name just for like people to see me out. But like, if somebody notices me at like a gas station or at fucking Walmart or whatever, then I just address them like, "Oh yeah, it's Flip, bro." You know?
With the exclamation mark.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I love that. That's
yeah.
you're the first underground artist to have an exclamation mark. In
Oh
there.
really? I'm trying to make statements, bro. That's what it is. Flip, bro. That's what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, good shit, bro. I
appreciate
appreciate,
you. I appreciate
you
you.
sitting down with me here.
Appreciate you, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude. And lastly,
Yeah.
if someone's gonna check you out right now, what song would you want them to go?
Oh
look up?
man, go check out Dummy, man. That's a good ass song. And then I got another song coming up. It's called Good to Go. That's a very personal song. And then I have another one called Hold Up. Those are my 2 singles coming out. So y'all go check that shit out.
Are you gonna get a Dummy music video?
I got to, man.
You
I
got,
to.
dude. You have to.
I
You
have to, man. Shout out to Drew Shacha, man. I'm gonna go to him for that. Drew Shacha. So.
All right. Well, thank y'all for watching. Shout out Gavin. Shout out Aaron.
Yeah.
Shout out Flip. Go follow him right now. The Instagram is gonna be on the screen right
Yes,
now.
sir.
Appreciate y'all. Andrew Mason. Let's get it.
Yep.